Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again, the early stream. So we got an announcement on Twitter, it was like, what, a couple of hours ago? The part 2 reveal video. Interestingly enough, like, it's the same, well, I mean, that's not a surprise really, that's the same as part 1, but yeah, again, the reveal trailer is going to be a reasonable time for me. I think it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which is nice. Yeah, Caesar, how's it going? Yeah, DRs has announced a video, 2 PM my time, London time. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Caesar, how's it going? Jaren, Evil Slayer, Aaron, Carnage, how's it going? Drace, Bringer, how have you guys been? So everyone's name is green. Yeah. Shout out to all the members in the chat. Cedric. Great, another Dokkan now. Well, finally content. We're getting content. Well, who knows? Probably not today. I mean, if nothing else, we know we're getting new quest mode stages tomorrow. Which is funny because it's like, that's completely unrelated to the worldwide celebration. Like, regardless of the celebration, we would have got those quest stages anyway, right? So it doesn't even count as like worldwide content. It's kind of funny. Yeah, a whole new Blue Zone stage. Yeah, we'll just get that one stage. Did I retweet this? No. Let's go. Really want one. Yeah, I know. I've kind of reached the point now where I've gone almost full circle, and I actually want it to be by a Broly just because I think it'll be funny. Good to see the new mechanic finally. Yeah, that'd be nice. Toon's been streaming for 8 hours. Yeah, exactly. We've gone through all the stages of grief with Bio Broly. Now we're at acceptance. I mean, yeah, the thing with the Dragon Ball mechanic does make it seem like it has to be Gohan and Goten. At least as the super class character. I still think they could like mix and match between the movies. Yeah, we could see event teasers in like 23 minutes from now in game, but yeah, exactly. We could get the Carnival LR like Go Bros and then have Dokkan Fest LR Bio Broly. It's still like a thing that could happen. Or it could just be 2 superclass characters like last year, exactly. And they just say, nah, sorry, Extreme, again for the second worldwide in a row. No part 2 units for you. But that'd be very bad, because like the Tech Broly team, Movie Bosses team, is good, but it definitely needs more. Need that Tech LR Broly EZA for a start. Yeah, Apathy, how's it going? But yeah, as long as there is an extreme unit in part 2, then the extreme unit should be the Dokkan Fest, because the superclass unit was the Dokkan Fest in part 1. I can't believe that guy has 6 links. He didn't even come out that long ago. He was like Topo's banner unit. Oh, free search, he finished. Okay. Now I need another leader. I want to see more hype for Goten and Trunks EZA. Here's hoping for Mr. Goo, Dr. Slime, Professor Mucus. Yeah, Bio Broly fans rise up. Like I said, at this point, I just think it'd be funny for them to do it, so... What are all these, like, random side SSRs that I've not leveled up? None of them have good leader skills. Like, I don't want a Boo Saga one when I've got 0 Boo Saga units on my team. Movie heroes? Oh no, Fusion, okay. Hey, shout out to Toon for the raid. Over on the Twitch side, you love to see it. Big Tuna. Yeah, dozens of us. Dozens. Yeah, all the Bio Broly fans rise up together. Nope. What's your leader skill? Goku family or superclass? Ah, that'll do. That's like most of the team. How come I never link leveled this guy? Oh, apparently I started at some point and then stopped for some reason.
Alright, let's do this.
I like the fact that Toon's comment still says Raider from Toon Rami on it. Yeah, shout out to all the Toon Raiders. Appreciate the follows. But yeah, make sure you guys check out the second channel. It's pinned in the chat on both sides. My second channel, Ningen Plays, is where I do all of my non-Dokkan stuff. So we're currently probably alternating. I'm not sure how long the campaign is for Space Marine, so we might have that done in a couple of streams. And then I'll still do some bits and pieces with like the multiplayer when some of the people I know get it. But currently playing through Space Marine 2, Black Myth Wukong, and there's also the... we will go back to Red Dead at some point as well. He's not going to acknowledge the Tron comments. I haven't even seen the... the funny thing is, I actually only knew that they're making a new Tron movie and that he's in it because of seeing one of your comments in like a previous stream. I didn't even know that they were... I hadn't seen like a trailer or anything. But yeah, shout out to Deafening Noise, Digital BN. We got... Why won't it show me the whole list? I could get the Streamlabs thing up here, I guess. The OBS one won't scroll slowly enough to let me see the one underneath it. But yeah, Deafening Noise, Digital BN, Adrian, Goku Super for the follows. Appreciate you guys. I have 40 level 4 crit equips. Jeez. Now I'm just doing my dailies now. Let's get these out of the way. I've got to do the stage at least once. Plus they did add that mission for doing it. So yeah, I need to
All
beat
right,
it a few
let's do
times.
this.
But I'm not going to do that now. Not grinding the Whis event on stream. Shout out to Vegito SSJ2 for the follow. Dino Nuggies for everyone. I think I need a break from the computer. Hey, no worries, Toon. Have a good one. Yeah, crit equips like as well. Even any equips, there's nothing worse than getting a gold level 4. I say nothing worse. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but like. Because like, you obviously want your, especially when you've actually managed to get 2 dupes for a character, you want your gold slot to be like level 5 at least. And ideally level 5 of one thing, and then also something else. Silver level 5, nice. I mean, the most valuable equips, I think, of all, like, for, I mean, not every single character needs that build, but like, the best and most valuable gold equips are additional and dodge.
All right, let's do this.
Appreciate you, purple guy. Both purple guys. Purple guy in the chat and Toon. One of the main reasons I hate the Bio Broly movie is that Goten and Trunks saved the day with Krillin's help, when in the Buu Saga they're useless and just a gag character. I mean, that's in a way good that they actually have like a movie where they do something and it isn't just like Goku comes in and saves the day kind of thing. But the movie's terrible for multiple reasons. But yeah, shout out to not only the Toon Raiders, but everyone on the YouTube side. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Just getting our dailies out of the way here. If there's any news or like event teasers on Global, we'll see those in about 14 minutes. Higher equips for stats would be good. God, that would be insane. Imagine it's Bio Broly and they make him the best unit in the game, but only with a restriction that is against the Goten and Trunks. Yeah, the border has again. I've done over 700 runs in the Whis event, but I only have 8 level 6 dodge equips. Yeah, that is not a... I would much rather just, like, use my stamina, or, like... Because I'll put it on auto anyway, but, like, I'd rather use my stamina to just do link leveling than farming the Whis event, I think. Yo, Cade, how's it going? There's no news specifically. We got a tweet about the Dokkan now for like part 2. It's going to be out in a couple of days' time. Which I assume, if we follow the trend from the first one, is we will actually see the part 2 units and their animations and everything. Where is the tweet? Is it the 12th? No, it's the 11th. Which is Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So yeah, that's good. Wukong already has DLC in the works for release. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. I haven't seen the newest Daima trailer, no. But yeah, going okay this morning. Also remember to like the stream, everyone. Yep, true. Wukong has a lot of cut content. Okay. Alright, so that's the... Yeah, we got the dailies done here. Waiting for any kind of news to drop. We know we got quest mode stages coming tomorrow, because that was in the news yesterday. Not exactly, you know, exciting content, but a few extra stones, that new free-to-play freezer. Yeah, Anto, how's it going? Yeah, the movie still sucks, but I appreciate it's different and doesn't involve Goku. Yeah, exactly. It's not Goku doesn't come in and save the day at the end, which is cool. But we were talking about it on a previous stream though, and I said like the same thing then. Is if they just had a, even if their design was exactly the same for Bio Broly, and it was just a weird green slime monster man, I feel like it would still be overall better received if it just had nothing to do with Broly. I think that's why people were mad, especially because he is like normal Broly in the test tube for like the first time you see him, and then as soon as he like breaks out and the action is about to start, then he turns into a weird goo monster. Like if it was just not Broly, or not called Broly, I think people would hate it less. But people were disappointed that they didn't get another proper Broly like movie. Yeah, exactly. You get the impression they just slapped Broly in the film to get extra like publicity, because it's like, hey, look, it's another Broly movie, but then it's not really Broly. Like, I mean, it's one of those things like Zaydeg. Like, Goku is the main character, but at the same time, it's kind of boring if every single fight, like every movie or every saga, just ends with Goku winning. Especially if the fights like heavily involve other characters. It's like Resurrection of F, right? Everybody wanted Vegeta to get the W over Frieza, because it's... Not only is it finally like a W for Vegeta, but it's... You know, it makes sense in terms of the story, right? Where Frieza destroying Planet Vegeta, like making Vegeta his like follower for ages, and then it'd be very fitting for Vegeta to defeat Frieza, but then instead it's like, actually no, Goku beats him. We're getting LR Kid Buu on the 12th anniversary. Source, I made it up. Fair. Push Bio Broly lead uncontrollable. Well, it's uncontrollable power, isn't it? It's the new category, which Bio Broly is technically on if you look at the free-to-play one. I need a Gohan / Broly arc and an Earthling arc in Super. Bio Broly has only appeared in 2 games, Heroes and Dokkan. I didn't even realise it was in Heroes. But I didn't know that he's not in any of the other games. That's interesting. Not really surprising, considering how unpopular of a character he is, but I didn't realise that. Yo, Segado, how's it going? What book am I on? I'm in chapter 3. I'm at the Thunderclap Temple. I got to the boss and found it incredibly difficult, so then like teleported out, and I've just been looking around trying to find other stuff. Because I think it was Drace who, in the chat, has played it like already. I was fighting this boss and having trouble, and it was like, oh, you should use this spell, and I was like, I don't even have that. So I like went out of that area and tried to look around for anything that I've missed, but haven't been able to find anything so far. It's just annoying because he turns into gold. And you have to break him out of it by doing charged heavy attacks, which he can then either avoid or knock you out of, like, quite consistently, which is annoying.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Goku and Frieza don't really have that much history. They definitely don't have as much history as Vegeta and Frieza. Like, Goku ends up fighting Frieza just because Frieza is the guy that is there. Like, he is the big bad. Like, whereas Vegeta and Frieza actually have, like, proper history. But that's the thing, is I guess it doesn't, like, Goku will always be the main character, but the whole point is the show has another, like, all these other secondary characters, and letting them get some W's every now and then wouldn't be the worst thing. That's what we talked about before, like, a good way for them to, like, have done the Shadow Dragon saga better is to have, like, each of the, like, groups split off and fight different dragons and make the lower ones not as lame. And give them all kind of something to do, right? Like Goten and Trunks could fight one and fuse. Vegeta could fight one, right? But that's the thing, the Shadow Dragons, I like the idea of the Shadow Dragons, like having evil dragons come from the negative energy in the Dragon Balls, all that stuff. I like the idea of it, but like the first, what, 4 are all just really lame and basically have like one episode. And then, like, you got Ice and Nova are kind of cool, and then Sin / Omega, and that's it, basically. First time Broly appears on Earth is roughly when Gohan is training Goten. Yeah, because the second movie takes place after the start of the Buu saga, but before the World Tournament, because Videl can fly already and has short hair, so it's after the training arc with Gohan. But obviously it's before the World Tournament because Goku is still dead. So LR, Kid Buu, or Garlic Jr. I mean, I think it definitely should be Kid Buu first, right? Have a recap of Z through Vegeta's perspective. I don't even remember that. And how to figure out another meme run. Yeah, because the Bio Broly takes place after the World Tournament has happened, because 18 goes to get her like money from Hercule, right? Although they don't say when. Is it? How do they? It's not like straight after, because obviously straight after the World Tournament, then yeah, obviously all that other stuff is going on. I always felt like it was supposed to be after the Buu saga had finished, especially because don't like. Well, actually, I can't remember if it happens to 18, but don't like most of them end up dying anyway. Like when Super Buu kills basically everybody. I'm not sure if we're just using the word incorrectly. Like, the Goku versus Frieza thing is obviously iconic, but Goku and Frieza don't have any history. Like, their characters don't interact until they meet and fight for, like, the first time. So maybe it's just, like... Maybe it's just using the word history is the wrong way to put it. Because, yeah, Goku doesn't even know about, like, Planet Vegeta or the Saiyans and all that stuff until Z, when Raditz turns up. But Frieza literally enslaved their entire race, including his dad, Vegeta's dad. Destroyed their planet, killed them all, including his dad. And then had him as his, like, pawn for ages. Basically, well, actually, he does kill him, doesn't he? Because he gets wished back to life. Kills him on Planet Namek. So... to say that they don't have any history is insane. Alright. So there's something. What we got? Oh, new stage of Super Battle Road. Oh, let's go. Entrusted Will, stage 85, coming soon. And that is literally it. Good times. Yeah, Vegeta, that's true. Like, Vegeta's entire goal was to defeat Frieza and going and, like, finding the Dragon Balls and all that kind of stuff. Was all part of that. Goku doesn't even know Frieza exists until he, like, goes to fight him, basically. But yeah, another Super Battle Road stage. Let's go. Yeah, definitely a bit of a fumble with this celebration so far. I know, right? The content. We've got new quest stages coming out tomorrow. We got a new Super Battle Road stage coming. Crazy. Yeah, an hour and a half there could be, there could still technically be like a thing for the worldwide, because getting a new Super Battle Road stage for global to like, obviously we're still catching up to JP. Getting a new Super Battle Road stage for global has absolutely nothing to do with the worldwide. So I accidentally bought Tech Goku and Frieza with yellow coins. Oof. Yeah, Bio Broly, well, Bio Broly, if he is whoever the Part 2 Extreme LR is, should lead Uncontrollable Power. Because they added that category in for the Worldwide Celebration, but the category doesn't have a leader. So... when does Global get Jiren? I mean, that's the thing. We still don't really know. All they've said is that stuff that isn't out on Global will be out before the end of the year, but they haven't said when. But yeah, I guess for the duration, we'll be just doing some challenge runs and stuff. HO Trunks and Future Gohan. Yeah, that is one that people had asked for, actually. So we'd lose you guys. I don't know, I was going to say, why can't I see them? Yeah, so I want to make sure we've got the future Gohan. Gogeta. Yeah, the Entrusted will, because of some of the newer characters, like that run will be super easy.
All right, let's do this.
I wouldn't have thought it'd be too hard to get their revive, considering how I was going to say all the animations are on, aren't they?
I will protect Earth.
That Gohan banner unit. No. Let's do that. Yo, Danny, how's it going? Gotta test every Super Saiyan. Oh yeah, no, I know that Gohan is terrible. Has anyone given me an LR? What do you mean? Truthfully, in future Gohan in his top 10 EZA to URs list because of the trio support. I haven't actually seen his EZA top 10. Tech Gohan, eh? I think Broly's at 9.
It should be around here.
Eh. I mean, it's hard to do the EZA TURs because I feel like even some of the ones on that list are old, but we don't get the EZAs often enough and then be good enough. Right, so they need to get AGL orbs. I have 0 Dragon Stones in my cook till part 2. Probably. Well, we can get 5 AGL orbs. And then we can get Bulma's support. So they're at full key and almost 400k defense, which isn't amazing, but it's kind of funny. When did these guys even come out? Let me check. Because, yeah, they don't have an EZA, do they? 2021 for JP, February 2022 for global. So they're 2.5 years old on global. Almost through, well, just over, almost 3 years old on JP. And our trucks will probably get the full 200% from the trio. Did they get supered for 700k?
So this is a Super Saiyan God. I never knew this level of power existed. $17 mil. Yeah, when is the exchange? I can't remember which turn it is. Oh, well, there you go. We just don't know. I really wanted them to be with the future Gohan as well.
Trunks, stay here, got it? Do not follow me.
No, I promise I won't drag you down. I want to help you fight them.
I get it. Fine, Trunks. Let's go.
Okay.
Trunks, you're humanity's last hope.
Type advantage future Gohan 170k. Let's go. $774.
You know you can't win. Even if you manage to kill this body, someone even stronger would surface and take my place.
I always hate that about revive characters though, is it's like you get the revive and then you have to wait for the next turn to actually use them. True said there's a very good chance they'll tweet LR Tech Broly's EZA details in an hour. Maybe. I don't know about that. I don't know about very good chance. I guess it depends. TBS Gogeta, Intriku, Tech LR, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Angel Major Vegeta, Physical LR, Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. They just announced the part 2 video coming out on Wednesday, so would they then... Well, I mean, I guess they still could, but... Because the video is going to come out on Wednesday talking about the new stuff that won't come out until like the end of the week, whereas we're hoping some sort of content is going to come out in this next week. So if they tweeted Broly's details today, that means he would come out on Tuesday, which Would at least make some sense. Yeah, true. Still waiting on global Twitter to tweet Broly's details. He doesn't raise defense on either of his supers either. That's unfortunate. We actually managed to get 8 orbs, which gives him an additional super. All right. Yeah, my 55% trio shouldn't, like, kill him, but... 11 million. I mean, he got the KO. The thing that I think is funny is, like, in a lot of these situations, you just end up not wanting to use the trio standby because then you lose out on all of that defense support. Because unless you can pick up 11 orbs, then they give 11 physical orbs, then they give less support when they transform. Imagine if you could get a turn where you had the trio standby and you had like an orb changer like the Broly trio or that physical Gohan or Super Buu or something, where they change the entire field of orbs into physical. Because if you pick up 23 orbs with them, they'd be giving 161% defense support to all allies for 2 turns. Which is ridiculous. Because then you'd have the other unit on the other turn giving their 77. So that's what, like 238 or something? And then Bulma on the team as well. Like, ridiculous. But yeah, hopefully they get a good EZA. I've done it. Right, what have you done? Oh, we did get the Dokkan attack. Well,
Time to get serious.
I mean, we definitely kill them here then because of that, which means that future Gohan's not going to get attacked. Why is STR ultimate Gohan cooking? Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. Shout out to everyone coming out to the early stream. We've got over 100 people in the stream and 28 likes on the stream. That means we've got almost 80 people in the stream that have not hit that like button. So do go ahead and do that. It helps out the channel. Shout out to everyone who came over and stayed from the Toon Raid as well. Hope you guys are all doing well. I know for some of you it's very late on a Saturday night. For some of us, like me, it is very early on Sunday morning. Okay, so... I mean, I'll just do this, right? There's no AoEs on this turn. That's crazy. Which movie do you consider worse? Second Coming or Bio Broly? Both are bad, but which one do you consider worse? I mean, I think Bio Broly's way worse. At least the second one has some cool, like, Broly moments, and it has the family come out my heart, which I always thought was awesome. But I can't think of any moments in the Bio Broly movie that I even really remember standing out, let alone being like, oh, that's super cool. Whereas the family Kamehameha thing was always really cool. Okay, Black Star, Goku Black, how's it going? Kefla's been a fraud, she ain't dodging to save her life. Yeah, that's the problem with Kefla and Gotenks, is they can do some crazy damage and look really cool sometimes, but also they can be defensively weak, which is not what you want for the difficult content. All the good parts of my body will use already for physical Goten and Trunks. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can't see like the part 2 LR being a Goten and Trunks personally. I could see Bio Broly, but not. Alright, let's let future Gohan save the future here from Blue Gogeta. Rip. How much are you going to take from this? Yeah, 325. At least he lived. Type advantage being the main reason, but we take it, I guess. He does get sealed though, which is annoying, because then he doesn't get to actually finish him off. Yeah, 58% damage reduction and type advantage. That's what I mean. If it was just type advantage, he would have still taken loads of damage, but... But yeah, I mean, they have the potential to get a really good EZA, but The question is, who's next? Yeah, the amount of support that they give is just for everything else that they do as well. Like, they're super good defensively. They do big attack stats. Like, you know, I don't think we'll get a part 3 banners and doing all the movies. Like, we're not going to have 6 summonable LRs. Yeah, the problem is he's not on the 200, is he? Yeah, 2-turn support, plus their 18 key super gives extra support, and they are a slot 1 unit. So it's not like these characters that get a buff on their super to allies, but then you don't want to put them in slot 1. So then part of their buff is just wasted anyway, because they are a character that you just put in slot 1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? The banners, the part 2 banner could be Bio Broly and Family Kamehameha. So, like, they are doing the second and third Broly movies, but just together in the same, like, well, I was going to say dual Dokkan Fest, but it's Dokkan X Carnival, isn't it? So... We've done Tech LR, yes. Yeah, I've done that as a video already.
Alright, let's do this.
I don't be in slot 7. With the Carnival LR lead Kamehameha if it is the Goku. Yeah, I mean, that would be... What? Would that be probably one of the better possibilities? Because I don't think it would be like Goku Family. I don't know if we would want it to be Goku Family either, but... Kamehameha could be a good one. I think, it has been a while since we've just had a straight up, like, Kamehameha category leader, right?
Let's do this.
So... Oh, they're on turn 2. Is it still just Gohan then as the leader? Yeah, okay. So yeah, that would make sense. What about the SSJ trio with Dragon Fist, either the Dokkan Fest or LR1? Yeah, I guess Movie Heroes. But I was going to say, is he on their team? I don't think so. Because the thing that makes them so crazy is the double support. Like, just having one of them, the support is still good. But it's the double support that is what makes them crazy. And if we're running them on a team where they're both on the team, but like the trio aren't the lead, then obviously they're not as good. Yeah, it's just a dual Dokkan Fest split between two parts, but I feel like the reason why they do it and the reason why it's good is because it keeps the hype for part 2, because otherwise people only care about the Dokkan Fest exclusives, and so then don't care about part 2 being like double carnival or something. I mean, look at the anniversary where we got like the AGL Kai Goku and the Int Gohan as the part 2 LRs. Like, obviously some people like those units, but most people just did not care, and especially from like a YouTube like views perspective, like nobody cared about those units. Right, so oh, it's because they're on Power of Wishes and Super Saiyans. But yeah, they're on Connected Hope, so they get the full. They start off at 311k defense, which is actually quite good. The problem is, if we put the trio in slot 1, they would almost certainly kill. So I'll do this and see what happens. I mean, they tank normals for double digits, that's good. And then 10 mil. Oh, we actually got an additional. Okay. I'd argue unit choice matters more for height than format. Sort of, but it also is like the quality of the units is the big thing. And in the past, it was always a case of the Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs were just better. So if they were both in part 1, even if the unit choice was cool for like the unit in part 2, people wouldn't really care as much because the unit wouldn't be as good. And especially before Carnival LRs were a thing, and they were just yellow coin LRs. It was just units and banners that people just didn't really care that much about. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing like how quickly or like what sort of stone spent thing I'm at when we get to the pity for the banners in part 2, because I've got like 300 and something, like 309 of the coins already, so LR Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku is back to being usable. Yeah, he's one that we haven't tried out. Because he needs a team of Super Saiyans, which obviously these guys are, so you can have that team set up fairly easily. Put Kai's in the Incredible Gem Shop. I mean, they put the normal Elder Kais in there. Like, they put more of them in there every time there's a shop update, don't they? 13th him is definitely the trio. Super 13 trio, him, Gogeta, Future Gohan, and Bulma as a floater. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would work out really well. It's just funny, there are so many of these units that, like, if they were only just getting to the point where they were slipping below the bar, like, defensively, then they're now just usable again because of how much defense support the trio gives. Other players should... Yeah, that's the thing. For the older players, it's a lot easier because, like, for me, unless it's one of the new units, like, every single SSR that I pull is one that I can trade in for extra coins. So obviously for me, that does help me get to the thing, like, way faster. I've seen that sort of video. No, the tweet was today to say that the video is coming out. It comes out on Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday afternoon UK time, so... Apparently the Super Saiyan Trio share 5 links with that free-to-play Bojack movie Super Saiyan 2. God, that guy. That's an old unit. I'm already out here one-shotting my team with the AoE. Yeah, I think it's either 2 or 3 PM. I think it's 2 because it says, I think it said 6 o'clock PST. What is it their active skill does again? Okay, it gives them a big attack buff. There's no point using it this turn, is there? 342. It's pretty good. See if we don't get slot 1 supered. Oh, we get the dodge. Let's go. Yeah, I can't wait for these guys to get their EZA. Nice. Yeah, just save the Gogeta ability, although he might not even get a chance to use it now, but that's fine. Yeah, because I think dodge, is it dodge and additional is their best build because they build up crit. Trunks and Broly, yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Like the Rosé thing, where they do a certain number of attacks, they get a guaranteed additional. Because it's their attacks not converting into additionals, which is like the worst part of the unit. Right, I think, is Gogeta going to finish him off here? No. This is the problem with them being on the second turn, is they're like always on the back foot against the boss. Because I can't really put them in slot 1 against this guy, because he does so many additional, like he can do 2 supers in a turn, so he is probably supering in slot 1 if there's 3 attacks. Well, I say that and like watch him not do that now. Yeah, of course. It's why I try a lot of the time with when I'm trying to record these like videos with the trio team, is like the unit has to be on turn 1. There wasn't as many physical orbs as I thought. I was lucky. I was going to say, changing the orbs and then having God Goku there is actually super risky, because if you don't get 6 orbs, after clearing the entire orb field, 6 orbs just have to spawn together, otherwise God Goku could be in trouble. That's right, you seal my guy that can't attack. Well, Bulma's passives run out, so I actually don't know how well she tanks here. Okay, good. I guess because it's the active skill turn. I just keep getting like the same ISTs. Oh, it's because it's... Even though I thought I clicked the button at the beginning, but it's not on loop. That's why. Space Marine 2 will have maintenance today to fix issues. Oh, really? Do we know what time? Like, I'm assuming they've announced it or something, right? Because it's probably going to play some more on the late stream today. Alright, well this is good, because now we can go ahead and use this. A lot of most of the issues are like connection issues. Like some of the, especially for the operations mode, the loading time is ridiculous sometimes. And I have more than 50% of the time when I complete a mission, I have to then quit the game because I complete a mission and then just got stuck on an infinite loading screen when it's trying to like, when it comes up saying like mission complete and you're supposed to load back into the main ship, like hub, it just infinitely loads, like at least 50% of the time. Which is annoying. Because the thing is, when you're actually playing the game, it's super good and like very fun. But like, yeah, stuff like that keeps happening, which is really annoying. Right.
Time to get serious.
Yeah, I have it on PS5, so yeah, mine's a digital version installed on PS5. Damn. It's good damage. Watch them get no additional supers now though. Oh no, we got one. 12.9. Like their active skill, that's another thing that EZA should have. They should just have a thing that says like on the turn where they use the active skill, they get a guaranteed additional super as well. 8 AM UTC, 10 AM. So 10 AM Central European time, so that's 9 AM for me. So that's fine. That's like when the stream ends. Assumingly it's not going to be super long. But... Well, I suppose it depends. I guess, did they say how long it's meant to be as well? If Broly and Trunks are this good, imagine what Bardock and Frieza will do when they're LRs. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think, yeah, Frieza's not going to be an LR based on the stats for the hidden potential, but the Bardock should be. Yeah, either way, should be interesting to see what they end up doing. But yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty decent. I don't think Frieza... Yeah, no, Frieza is not an LR. Which is weird. I'm surprised they released the Frieza before awakening the Bardock as well. Okay, just an hour. That's fine. Yeah, their boss rabbit card is terrible. I can't believe the boss rush has limited attempts as well. That's insane. Yeah, if it was Super Saiyan Blue Bardock for the story mode, that would actually be awesome. Right, where's the best version of these guys' team? It's probably the trio, right?
do this.
I just want to see like how quickly we could get through this with a team that's actually like very powerful.
So this is a Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, because technically the unit could be an exchange. Because of their categories and stuff, we know that the unit can't be like Goku and Bardock, just like stand alone. It has to start off as just Bardock because of the categories. But it could be an exchange character, and yeah, that would be kind of interesting. If they exchanged into Goku and Bardock, that would be awesome. People have wanted that as a card in Dokkan for ages, so I'd definitely be down for that. Okay. I mean, Teles almost certainly just gets absolutely destroyed here, right? Goku's been missing from the Dokkan story. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I haven't even like who even follows the story. Let's be honest. I have no idea what's going on in the quest mode, especially because when they add new quest mode stages, it's the only event really in the game where when they add new stuff, you can still do it on auto straight away. So I don't pay attention to the story of quest mode.
I will protect Earth.
Trio intro. Rank up Bulwark class. I'm gonna make Scorpion from Mortal Kombat as an Ultra Marine. Wait, what? STR Dragon Fist. Well, only against super attacks. Post super, his defense is actually really good. Yeah, this is a weird rotation. But that's the thing, because I always talk about like units having different roles and stuff. Like he's there as a damage dealer mainly. Nice future Gohan with the clutch dodge. Because otherwise that would have definitely done some damage. Yeah, Freezer and Cooler is another card that people have been wanting to see for ages. Although, isn't it from the free-to-play Freezer, like his categories pretty much indicate that he won't awaken into a Freezer and Cooler. Which is a shame. Oh, right, just like, you want to make him look like, so it'd be like yellow and black. Yeah, I've done quite a few missions as the Assault. The Bulwark is interesting, because I played as him in a mission I joined yesterday, but somebody was already the Assault, so I couldn't be him. And it's kind of fun, because the melee combat is fun, but obviously having no, like, primary weapon, he is very much more of a support, because obviously you have the banner ability and everything. I'd rather play as that kind of class, where all you're really doing is supporting the team. I'd rather play as that kind of class, like, if I'm playing it with my friends, because then at least I know I'm, like, supporting our, like, group, like, team. Whereas if I'm playing it with a bunch of randoms, like, I'll put the banner down near an objective, like, that we have to hold, and then they'll just run off. So they're not even getting the benefit of it, so what was the point of me even putting it there? I swear, even on Shuffle, it just wants to only play the same OSTs. Oh wow, I can't get 5 orbs for Bulma, that's a first. That's been, well, I say a first, like, not like ever, but in quite a long time. What do you think about Dokkan Fest exclusive Android 16 with leader skill, siblings bond, target Goku and androids 30% to artificial life forms and Android Cell Saga? Is Android 16 on siblings bond? He's not, is he? Get the 9 orbs. Alright, now this is a good turn. No, yeah, I didn't think so. Because technically, because he is a fully constructed robot, he doesn't count as being, like, siblings to 17 and 18, right? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. The armor doesn't count down when doing missions. Wait, what do you mean? Doesn't count down? What's right, future Gohan? Get that additional super and kill him. I'm going to try and time the standby ability for one of the trio so we can use it against Broly. Yeah, I don't want to use it now. Keep Gogeta on rotation so we can see the active skill. Although I suppose I probably won't use his active skill straight away either. Unlocks win 7 operations. Oh, no, it does. It does count down because I was looking at it yesterday. Because I'd like just changed one of my pieces of armor and then I was looking at the rest, and then one of the, it was like the next gloves that I had to get said win 1 game. So The artificial life forms are only artificial life forms are only the characters that are like fully created from nothing to be androids or whatever they are. Like clones, like Bio, Broly and stuff like that, like they're all artificially created, whereas 17, 18 and Android 21 were all humans originally that got turned into androids, so they're not on artificial life forms. But it's kind of weird that they make that distinction, but then they don't put them on like Earthbred fighters or something, which is a category for characters that were like born or raised on Earth, which technically they were born on Earth and then made into androids. So they're on androids, but they're not on artificial life forms. But then they're also not on Earthbred fighters either. Yeah, you'd think it would be like one or the other. Like they'd be on Earthlings if they were born on Earth and are not artificial life forms. But they don't get either category for some reason. Not really sure why, but let's be fair, Dokkan categories has always been a big meme. Like, there's so many units that should be on certain categories that aren't for some reason. th anniversary. Yeah, I mean 10th anniversary should be insane, because not only is just the 10th anniversary is like a huge number, like a big deal anyway, but like I imagine the units are going to be absolutely ridiculous.
I will defeat you!
I think about how crazy Beast Gohan was for the 9th anniversary, like instantly releasing as a unit that was by far the best unit in the game. And then we're going to have the 10th anniversary, like, it's going to be wild. Hopefully part 2 of the celebration is a bit better though, like, we can only hope that they're just saving, like the reason why part 1 has felt dry is because there's so much content in part 2, but yeah, it's one of those things. I think for most players, like Roshi is a pretty easy skip, just because of when he'll release, like in terms of like how close we'll be to the anniversary and stuff like that. We're hoping for Namek Goku versus Frieza Part 1 and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Cell for Part 2. I mean, I could kind of see it. I think, to be honest though, I think it'll be fusions again. Because we haven't had standalone, like, LR, Vegeta, or Super Gogeta. Oh wow, yeah, Janemba being physical, he's going to get cooked. Although annoying. Well, actually, yeah, now could be a good time for this. Yeah, it's usually fusions or some kind of Goku and Vegeta, right? So I think it'll be Super Vegito and Super Gogeta. Although, as we've said before, it'd be cool for them to have some sort of new mechanic. Well, it's not even a new mechanic, because it'd just be standby or active skill. Because someone who makes custom units on the private server has already tested the fact that a character can have an active skill and a unit super. They just obviously have an active skill and a standby. And you can have them both active at the same time, so you can swipe up or down. I feel like they should just do something like that. And have, like, you can swipe up to transform into Vegito and swipe down to transform into Gogeta. So you have, like, one of the characters be Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta. And you can swipe up or down to transform into Super Vegito or Super Gogeta, and then the other one be Blue Goku and Vegeta, and you can transform into Vegito Blue or Blue Gogeta. Or you have it be the other way, where it's like Goku and Vegeta, and you can swipe up, and they transform into Vegito Blue, or down, and they transform into Super Vegito. So you have like one unit be Vegito and the other one be Gogeta. Or you have them be either or, and then have the different like forms. Depends which way around they want to do it, but like either way that would be cool. And then yeah, we could see the LR Janemba EZA, like the Tech Gogeta EZA. It'd be super cool. Janemba with the dodge. Bosses that dodge are so annoying. I remember people lost their minds at the thought of double Vegeta over Vegito. Yeah. Yeah, Red Rebel has it again. Yeah, Super EZA for STR Gogeta and AGL Vegito. And Int Janemba. And they could do like Int Gohan as well, maybe. But that'd be crazy. What a set of EZAs. Or Super EZAs. What was the last unit with no active or standby? No active or standby. I mean, technically UI Goku doesn't have one, right? Tech UI, because he just he transforms and he has a domain, but he doesn't have an active skill, does he? God, I can't believe we didn't kill him and then have to use the Dokkan attack as well. I don't think we'll ever get an LR for Heroes now. It's been so many years of us like hoping we would get one and not getting one. I feel like, I mean, this could be the last year for Heroes, so this would be, if they were ever going to do it, now would be a pretty good time, but...
Let's go!
I wouldn't be surprised. Domains aren't active skills, no, unless they're activated by using an active skill. Although, actually, yeah, because Tech UI Goku, his is an active skill to transform, isn't it? It's not just start of turn. So I guess technically, yeah, he does have an active skill. But yeah, for example, like Future Gohan, his domain just activates at the start of a certain turn. But then he also then has an active skill. But... I wonder what the 10th anniversary mechanic will be. Hopefully something interesting. I mean, it's a big moment for the game, like the 10th anniversary, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, this celebration has been a bit mediocre, but like it's not going to be much of a stretch. Like, it's not getting your expectations up too high, I would say, to basically assume that the 10th anniversary will be the best celebration in the history of the game. And to think it's in like February, so taunt but on someone else. That would actually be kind of funny though, like if a character had that ability, but then yeah, it activates like a taunt, but then you pick one of your other 2 units on the rotation and the attacks go on to them. Because then think about like the combination, like even just with like, for example, the physical trio, put them into their standby where they're basically invincible and they get more charges for getting hit, and then have somebody else use the target ability on them. So then they take every single attack on the turn and get all those extra charges for the standby thing. Yeah, that would be awesome. We're waiting for EZA announcements. We're waiting for the potential of something. I mean, the stream would go until 9 normally anyway, but there is apparently the possibility that we could see a some sort of tweet about like maybe if the LR, because based on the content we got last year and the dates and times and everything, we should in theory get an EZA this coming week at some point. And so it's very possible that if that is going to be the case, that it comes in the next couple of days, we could see the details tweeted out today, which, you know, the big #1 favourite that everybody wants it to be is obviously it to be Tech LR Broly. So there is a possibility that his details get tweeted out in 18 minutes time. So we'll wait and see. If it's anything like Int Broly though, they won't be tweeted out by Global. So the stream, I'll still end the stream. Like, we'll see that his details get posted, the stream will end, and then essentially I have to wait for someone to post his translations to then make a video about it. Maybe a mode where you can seal one of your units on rotation, but it gives the rotation as a whole survive KO mechanics for that turn. That'd be cool. Although the survive KO mechanic is flawed because obviously it puts you on, you stay alive but on 1 HP, which means if there's even another single attack on the rest of the turn after that, you still die. Like, the survive KO mechanic is just, it doesn't really work in a game where the enemy attacks you multiple times in one turn. You have to be very lucky, where it's like literally the last attack of the turn would kill you and then you survive. Now, they need to make it so that a character, for example, if they really wanted you to have a character that survives KO attacks and it makes sure you live the whole of the rest of the turn, it should be like survives KO attacks and then after surviving a KO attack has like a 100% chance to dodge or something. Because that's the problem, is even with like 100% damage reduction, you'll always take double-digit damage. So if you survive a KO attack, you just die anyway. Yeah, I was trying to think about how they would have to word it, like, because if it couldn't be the just like survives KO attacks, like passive, otherwise it wouldn't work. Yeah, it was made for countdown sequence originally. But yeah, they'd have to just revamp it and have, like I say, extra bits. Yeah, because the thing is, it does say once per turn. So that's the thing. It could say survives KO attacks for the rest of the turn. Because then you know you're absolutely not, like, going to die. Because any attacks that would hit you while you're then on 1 HP, you still survive on 1 HP. Or what they need to do is give a character like survives KO attack and then recovers 50% HP or something as like part of the ability. That's the other thing that they could do. So you survive the KO attack, it puts you on 1 HP, and then you recover 50%. Like, that's what they should do, but and it could still say like once per turn, because obviously they could then get hit again. Like, you could be on low health, they get hit with a normal, drop to 1 HP, heal you, then get hit with a super, drop to 1 HP, heal you. I mean, that would still be awesome, but I don't know if that would be considered like overpowered. But because normally those abilities, everyone that has like a survive KO thing, it usually says once per turn, right? But still, that'd be pretty cool. A skill that skips the current rotation and goes to the next one without changing the turn. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah, so it stays like, say it's like turn 3, it stays turn 3, but then you get your next rotations units come onto the field instead. That would be interesting. Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing what this, like the Dragon Ball key sphere mechanic thing is, but we have no modern unit with immune to negative effects anywhere. Yeah, I mean, like, STR, Bardock, and Guinea's EZA, like, their active skill effect is probably the closest thing we have to that on a current unit, and that's because they got their EZA during the anniversary. Otherwise, we've got that AGL Kid Gohan coming up, who, his EZA should be coming up at some point. His active skill, I think, heals status effects, right? Let me double check our celebration missions.
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
It folds. Hey, shout out to The Fallen for a $10 super chat. Took a break from Dokkan first week of the 9th anniversary. Started playing again last week. Pulled both LRs with a dupe each. I have so many events to choose from. It's amazing. See, that's the thing. Is it's funny because we talk about like the celebration being dry or like there not being a lot of content to do. But I think a lot of that comes from, you know, being the people that like play the game every day. Because yeah, if you like did a little bit of the anniversary stuff and then stopped playing it for a little bit, there'll be tons of stuff to do. I mean, I imagine if you're somebody who, I guess because it's a mobile game, it's very easy to like quickly log in and do some missions and dailies or whatever. But if you're someone who played the game like once a week, you'd always have so much stuff to do. Because it would, depending on how long you play, it wouldn't even necessarily do, especially when they have those days where they drop like 10 things all at the same time. Like, you probably, by the time you play it again the next time, you wouldn't have done all the stuff that came out from like the previous one. Whereas obviously, like I say, for people who play it every day, if you think about like Broly's EZA, Int Broly's EZA came out on Tuesday. That was it. That was it. That was like the last thing. So considering it is like the worldwide celebration, big celebration shared by JP and Global, ushers in the sync, right? But after this, the games are synced, big celebration, and for it to be as like dry as it is definitely a bit disappointing. Well, they need to spread out the pacing of these things a bit better. And like we said before, it'd be so easy for them to just add missions to stuff. Like, we've got the Movie Bosses Red Zone 2 that has 2 Broly stages. They could have added missions into those, like beat those stages with this category team, like I think Chain Battle would be good about now. Well, I don't know about that. Let's not get carried away. I'd rather die in this desert that is the worldwide than have chain battle back. True. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't really like it, but it would be better to have that than nothing, I suppose.
Let's do this.
But yeah, it's not hard to add missions to existing events. It's like a single line of code. Like, it's so easy to do. Like those missions they have where it's like, beat this stage with 6 units from this category. Like, that's so easy to add into the game. Unless I miss someone, I think the TUR Gammas are the newest characters to not have an active or domain. Damn. Trying to think of like some of the big ticket releases, but yeah. I mean, that's because having an active skill, because they can do so many different things with active skills, like the different attacks, transformations, all that kind of stuff. Like, it makes sense for Dokkan Fests and like actual big ticket release units. It makes sense for them to have those abilities because, you know, you can do cool stuff with an active skill. So you can have a character from a movie or a certain part of a climactic battle, have some cool animations, and then have the active skill be like their big finish attack or transformation or something. Yeah, they have to push 3 whole keys to make those missions. I mean, literally, from what I understand of how, like,
Let's do this.
the line of code would have to be to make one of those missions, because those missions already exist in the game, it would literally be copy and pasting the code that already exists, but with a different event ID, because obviously the game recognizes the events by, like, an ID number. So change the ID number of the event, and then change the ID number of the category that the mission is for, and that's it. That's all you'd have to do. And bear in mind, they would have, obviously, like, we can see what they are, like, people see them from the data downloads and stuff like that, but, like, we can see what the event IDs are, and what the category IDs are. So they obviously have a list of them. But think about how easy that is. It's like copy and paste a sentence from somewhere into like Notepad, and then change 2 of the words. Like, obviously in this case it would be numbers. Change 2 of the numbers to 2 other numbers, and then save. And that's it. That's all they have to do to add in a category mission on an event. So every celebration, realistically, we should be getting multiple of those. Like, if a new character comes out, they lead a couple of different categories, then boom, add a bunch of missions to a bunch of different events with those categories, and there you go. Because even if, like, you don't pull the new unit, it's not like you can't, like, those categories still exist in the game, so it's not like you can't make teams and then do them. And then you can use the new unit as a friend, which gives you a reason to do that, rather than just messing about to use them just for the sake of it, right? Still got quite a few of these to do to beat the last mission. How long are these active for? They're just active forever. I think they are, right? Dead Cells. Is that a game? It sounds familiar. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's that easy. There's no reason not to. If Tech LR Broly gets a mid or even bad EZA, the Dokkan community is going to go crazy. I mean, yeah, especially with people being disappointed with the Int Broly EZA, right? Like, if Tech Broly's EZA is coming up and potentially even going to be announced, like, today, it has to be good. The Whis missions expire 2037. Uh-oh. Well, better get on and do them then. Just in case I get forgetful for the next, like, 13 years. 21 out of 30. Well, yeah, that's the thing. We haven't got any tough new fights yet, because, unfortunately, with the way they do releasing these new difficult events, or say difficult, you always get the easier stages first. So it won't be till near the end of the celebration that we get the actual, like, toughest stage, right? Because these stages, like, these were not difficult at all. Yeah, that's the crazy exploding rage team.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, I did not want that unit. It's a roguelike game. I mean, I've played some of those. Sometimes I like them, but it just depends. You get the super louder than all the other ones for no reason, Cell Max OST. What's your most anticipated EZA? I mean, it is Tech Broly, to be fair. I do really like that unit. And movie bosses, we need another good unit. We need another strong tech unit as well, really. Super attack level 1, hidden potential 41%. Are you serious?
All right, let's
I mean,
do
I guess we
this.
do it. Oh. SA1 41%. Why? Who even does that? With an SSR for it. I mean, this is almost as bad. Minutes, yeah, potentially. SSR friendly, today. I saw a Max Duke LR Carnival Broly at 60%. Yeah, I never understand, like, why people... If there's a reason why you've done that, like, you haven't got enough orbs, or you haven't got enough Kais or something like that, like, that's fair enough, but don't set that unit as your friend. Like, as your friend leader. Come on. Dragon Quest exclusive Mecha Freezer with leader skill, gifted warriors, inhuman deeds, and resurrected warriors. 30% transformation boost and sworn enemies. That could be interesting. Do you ever miss night shifts? I mean, in terms of actual working a job, I preferred night shifts. And I did get to see, like, other people like Toon and stuff. I'd actually get to see his streams, because he always streams at, like, whatever time, UK time, I'm asleep. But I definitely don't miss my old job, that's for sure. This isn't a great rotation. You do not want both the Super Saiyans on the same turn, because they are a slot 2 unit. Of course he did. And of course they dodged the normal and then eat the super. Alright, yeah, there you go. So JP's posted the Tech Broly EZA details. JP also has news for a bunch of stuff. Is Global going to get that as well then? Because that'd be really stupid if we don't. It's all about worldwide celebration events. I need this turn to end so I can just quit. Yeah, I knew I should link her for that free-to-play STR Videl, because she's getting an EZA. I knew it. Well, the free-to-play STR Videl, because she's from movie 10. God, how long is this turn going to take to play out already? A new free-to-play SSJ Blue Trunks. Oh, what, from movie 10? Oh, so they are adding stages to the story event, the one that the Paragus came from. I didn't think they would, but I guess that's fair. They're going to add stages for movie 10, which then means I guess they'll add stages for movie Broly as well, I suppose. Yeah, I know, Global just can't post the tweets. Why? They post about the events, but not... So dumb. This is one of the big things that we hoped that, like, the sync would fix, right? Is that all the news would get posted on, like, both the versions, but... In fact, in terms of the tweets, like, they haven't actually posted anything. It's just the in-game news. So we got Extreme Z area for the STR Videl, new stages for this event, and new stages for the story event, and then the Tech Brody details have been tweeted. So I've got to wait for the translations, and then I will make a video going over what they do and talking about the other stuff in the news as well. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys check out the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat. I'll be streaming some more Space Marine 2 later this evening, so hopefully see you guys there. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. Shout out to everyone for coming out. Like the stream if you haven't already. I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.